Hi everyone, this is Steve Twombly with Automation Dynamics. We wanted to take a little bit of time to show you one of our systems that we have here in-house right now. One of the things that we do is we test all of our equipment before it goes out the door. So we're actually looking at that equipment right now. I'm going to show you a little bit of what we have here, and then I want to talk a little bit about the system, how we came to design this system. So first of all, just let me start here. So this is our what is pretty well our standard ergonomic table. Nice rounded edges, all made out of stainless steel. Then one of the things though that's unique about this install and the way that we had to engineer it for this particular customer is we've actually joined two of our tables. And then these two tables then have come up to this ramp right here. Okay, so what we're doing is we actually have everything coming to these particular tables for this particular customer is all coming through a cart number. So everything comes in a P72 or a variation of the P72 comes into the cart dumper that will be placed right here, and then once that cart dumper brings those goods up, they'll now be dumped onto the table, come down through the platform that we have here that will then direct it down to the operator. The operator is then going to take those goods and come down here, bring them around, and there will be a soil ticket number that's associated with that. I don't have any soil ticket numbers in the system right now. We're in test mode, but I'll go ahead and bring it up in a generic no account. So I'll bring up an item right here, and I'll bring up an item right here. In this case, generic, I have small and large items. And then what we're going to do is we're going to then throw those items through a light frame. So in this particular situation, what we designed for this customer was a light frame system because that's what best fit the parameters of their plant, their needs, their production, so on and so forth. So with that said, we bring all this up. This is the exact same software we put on all our systems, but in this case, it's talking to a light frame system. And what we do is we throw something through the light frame and then we count it. And you just saw it count right there as it went through, and it's also going to count over here. So these light frames, we've got lots of variations of the theme on the light frame in the system, but this particular light frame, this is a hopper, and we throw into the hopper. Once this hopper gets to a specific full amount, and there's a certain amount in the hopper, we'll automatically drop that hopper. That hopper then drops onto a conveyor belt that has a set of photo eyes so that we're not dropping goods that are sorted onto top of another set of goods that's sorted. But it comes down here, comes through here, and then goes on up to a sweep area. But anyway, at this particular customer, let's back up a little bit. This particular customer happens to be a healthcare customer. As most of you know in the industry, very few healthcare customers actually count their soil linen, but this customer believes in the accountability that the system will bring you. They want to make sure that they can track the goods from when they send it out and being able to count it when it comes back in. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about the configuration that we have at this plant. It is a healthcare plant. They did choose to go ahead and count. They want to be accountable all through the processes of the delivery to the customer, all the way back through and bringing it into the plant, so on and so forth. This particular customer has 6 different tables that we've set up, but the tables are actually double tables. We wanted to be able to utilize how well a cart dumper would work for those and be able, which helps once again in the speed and productivity that we have within the system. So one cart dumper is going to, it's a dual cart dumper by the way that we're putting in here, is going to drop down on this table. Once it comes down, then both operators will be able to pick those goods and then pick the item on the screen that they're going to count and then throw it through the light frames. So that's what we've got. This particular customer has 6 different tables, which in this configuration is 3 of these main tables that are dual tables. So that is the configuration. Now, this customer also has customers that they don't want to count. Their customers they don't want to count. So we actually have an alternate way to bring that in as well. So you can actually use this system with counting, or you can actually use it without counting, or we have an alternate method to go around the tables completely and to go ahead and just put it directly onto the belt, which really gives them a lot of flexibility in what they're going to do today as well as into the future. Right, so as we're talking about these systems, they are here in the plant. I mean, they're almost all finished. Now what we're doing is we're actually making sure that everything is working correctly in the plant. So one of the things that you see right now here is we've got the computer system down here along with the table panel that goes with this system. All this is hooked up. This is going back to a server that we have, we call the host, back into one of our technology rooms. But anyway, the system is fully tested before it ever goes out in the field. Automation Dynamics strongly believes in is the setup and testing, and when we deliver to the customer site, we want to make sure we are 100% dead on what we need. Now, we all know that we have problems in the field because there's those unexpected things. But the things you don't want to have is the fact that nobody's tested the equipment before it ever goes out the door. And we make sure that that all happens here, not only from an equipment standpoint, from the technology standpoint as well. We went in, we looked at the numbers, we saw what they needed, listened to the customer's requests and their vision, what they wanted, and then we came up with the best design that fit in their plan. So once again, as we always do, this is an engineered system. It's engineered from the numbers, it's engineered from the equipment, it's engineered from the technology. Once again, we have all the building blocks that we need to be able to put together on this. This is the thing that we can do for your plant as well.